Yeah, first of all, thanks for everyone. Thanks for attending the demo. So today we'll discuss about what is cloud computing, what is DevOps, these kind of what are the doubts we have, and what are the career opportunities, what are the different job profiles we have, and which technologies we need to have in our profile, how is the market. So those all the things we'll discuss. First of all, myself, Sreekanth. Total, I have 15 plus years of experience in IT and it's more into cloud and DevOps. Prior to that, I have good expertise on virtualization, infrastructure automation, and product kind of applications. Like we have our own products in the IT service delivery, IT service deployments. So these are the areas I have worked. And initially, I'm basically from the admin and infrastructure kind of background. In the last 7 to 8 years, I'm more into cloud and DevOps kind of expertise I have. Okay, so before going to discuss, we'll discuss what exactly the cloud computing and why we have more career opportunities with the cloud computing. Because we have a lot of demand today with the cloud computing. So we'll discuss more on this particular part. Okay, so now the cloud like what the cloud is going to deliver for us is like whatever the IT related we have, like it's maybe a infrastructure, softwares, platforms, applications, AI kind of solutions, machine learning, data science, or like a blockchain, whatnot. Everything in the IT is under one roof. We have with the term called cloud. Okay, so that is the reason why the cloud computing is booming. So a lot of people having a perception the cloud is maybe remotely we are storing something and we are accessing that data. That is one of the use case of hundreds of use cases what cloud can deliver. But we have a lot of things the cloud is going to deliver for us. Okay, so the cloud is going to deliver a lot of things for us. Okay, so that's maybe infrastructure. That means in my office, I don't want a single hardware also. Without requiring a single hardware, we can deliver infrastructure like storage, networking, or maybe we have the servers. Everything can be delivered. Platforms can be delivered. Softwares can be delivered. Applications can be delivered. Or we have we can deliver even the AI kind of solutions, machine learning kind of solutions, or crypto, blockchain, IoT. For all those, we have the solutions in the cloud. Okay, so under the cloud roof, we have more than 200 plus services we have in the one roof. So that is the main advantage we are going to get it with the cloud. Okay, so what exactly we are going to get is the scalability. What is the meaning of scalability is like getting 1,000 servers, 10,000 servers, to maintain the enterprise applications, we want huge servers. So in the cloud, getting those servers today is not a big issue. Okay, so and it depends upon the demand also, easy to scale up or scale down. So today, enterprise applications like maybe Flipkart or maybe Netflix or Hotstar. So these kind of applications required a huge scalability when they have the business. And in the non-business days, they don't require that many servers. Means on demand, delivering those resources is one of the biggest challenge either in the virtualization environment or in the normal physical environment. But if I go to the cloud, what is the advantage is we can get very high scalable kind of infrastructure we can get it. So that is the main advantage to go for. That is the main advantage to go for the cloud. So that is the main advantage to go for the cloud. And one more advantage is we can reduce our cost also. So we can reduce the cost also we can reduce. And mostly like post COVID, most of the people are working from the remote kind of things to support the remote team and to provide the global access of the infrastructure. All these is possible with the cloud itself. Means without having the cloud, that's not so easy kind of thing. And the companies instead of focusing more on the on the infrastructure part, they can focus more on the innovation part where they can deliver applications at the rapid phase. The cloud is going to help on that also. So even we can discuss, there are some hundreds of reasons why the companies are running behind the cloud and why enterprises or small scale companies, governments, public, everyone are using the cloud computing. That is the reason the cloud is very booming as of now in the market. Okay. So any doubts on this? So any doubts on this, we'll discuss. So now here, if someone asks about the cloud
Uh,
computing, okay. So what
so just
exactly?
I
Yeah.
so there is a cloud computing, right? So there is any limit for the whatever data you are stored on cloud. So there is
Not
a
like
some
that. That depends upon your account plan kind of thing, but it's almost like a high scalable. Okay.
okay,
So if you want to store the data, petabyte kind of data also we can store. But whether
okay,
you can pay for that is the concern, right, for them.
okay. Uh,
Okay.
if our limit is completed, so whatever we are taken the cloud data storage. So that time what we do? So we can again for the that particular subscription or like maybe we can move on to the next.
No, no, there is no limit as of now for the storage wise. In the S3 buckets, infinity kind of data we can keep, but one file size we have the limitation.
Yes. So that's what I'm asking. So there is some of the limitations, right? So
That
once
is
file is
one file size is 5 TB of the data is the limit.
yes. So if something there is a we have taken like three files. So all files is completed like fully. So that's not what we will do. So we can take another one file or like
Yes, we can add say suppose at the volume level you may be talking, even if the size
mhm.
is increased, we can extend that also. Till the OS what is supporting, because we'll have the limitations from the Windows or Linux operating system level, will have the limitations.
Okay. So but
More than
whenever we
that,
are
it can't assign that.
okay. So whenever we are like storing our like data on cloud. So that time if
Yeah, in the
our
internet
storage is
storage, it's a infinity kind of thing we can tell.
okay.
There is no limit, unlimited data you can keep. But you should able to pay for that also.
Yeah, that's I'm asking. So if so whenever we are storing that particular our data on cloud, so that time if our all the buckets are full, so that time what will you do? So
No,
it's
no, there is no limit such thing.
okay.
Okay, one file size may be 5 TB, but you can split that
Hmm.
into multiple sizes and you can keep.
Okay. So files is already it's by automatic is done or like we can
No, no, that is
like
for
edit
one
the
file
particular.
size, I'm telling. 5 TB is for one file size.
Yeah, I'm asking like we are taken a three we are already all the data we are stored on three files, right? So, but three files already stored. So now if I'm entering any other value on cloud storage, so that time if file is already there is
That is a new
automatically
file, right? Then there is no limit.
yes, yes, yes.
Okay. So now we have lot of benefits. Okay. So what are the advantages we'll discuss? First one is it's like we have like no hardware, no OS. Okay. So no manpower. This will reduce lot of cost to the companies and no upfront cost also. What is the meaning of upfront cost? If I want to build that infrastructure, I need to pay huge money. Okay. And another advantage is we have lot of automation. I'll tell one use case. If I want to deliver 1,000 servers manually, I required 50 to 100 admins. I want to set up that. But if I go for the cloud, within seconds itself or within minutes itself, we can automate even provisioning of 1,000 servers also. So where I required any 100 admins or 50 admins, no, I don't want any single hardware. No manpower is required. Everything we can automate. Okay. So then next advantage we have is the scalability is very high. The scalability of the cloud is also almost it's a huge scalability we are going to get it. But for your account, initially they may be giving the restrictions, but we can increase our quota whenever we want. Okay, so we can contact the cloud service provider and we can increase our quota also. Okay, so that kind of scalability we have. Okay, so then the cost is very cheaper. The provisioning time is very less. Okay, so the provisioning time is also is very less with the cloud. So we have like this huge advantages we have. The 24/7 that support is available, infrastructure is available, highly scalable and highly available. Even like within minutes itself, that infrastructure is available for us. So these all 15 years back, 20 years back, these all the dream for the infrastructure guys. But that dream is possible with the cloud. So today the technology is available for us. Okay. So then what may be the disadvantages are, I don't call them as the disadvantages. What may be the considerations we have to use the cloud? We'll discuss. So we may have some considerations in our mind moving to the cloud. So what are those considerations? Say suppose today assume our company has decided to move into cloud. Then what may be the doubts we have in our mind? Okay, the first thing what we are going to get is data security kind of thing. Okay, so whether the data is secure or not. Okay, so whether the data is secure or not is one of the like a concern we have. Okay, but if I go for this cloud, the data itself is more secure. If I go for the cloud itself, the data is very secure compared to on-premises also in some use cases. Okay, but what we need to follow is we need to follow the guidelines given by cloud. Then the data is very secure and even like some data privacy kind of issues we may be getting. Okay, but we have very strict laws also, and our company and that cloud service provider also very strict MOUs would be there. They're not going to share our data with any of the other vendors. Okay, but these two are the doubt in our mind whether the data is secure or not and data privacy is there or not. But very strict guidelines have been followed by most of the cloud service providers. Okay, so then what is the another consideration is how to migrate. Say, suppose if it is a new company, they can set up everything in the cloud. But what about the existing companies? Because they have like huge servers on premises and they want to move to cloud. Okay, so then what is the problem is how to migrate. But most of the cloud service providers are providing the migration kind of solutions also for us. So for the migration also, nowadays we have a lot of solutions. Okay. So then what is the meaning of like a portability kind of thing? What is the meaning of portability is I'm not happy with AWS. Can I move to GCP or vice versa? I'm not happy with GCP. I want to come back to AWS. This kind of, say, suppose in the mobile we have that portability, right? So in the cloud also, we need to consider these kind of things. And any government rules also are there uh, blocking us. But 99% every government also is supporting cloud. Okay. So no government in most of the countries are not against the cloud. Okay, but before moving into this, we need to check our company compliances and global standards, our client compliances also. Those all the standards we need to take care. But one advantage is the cloud is all automatically supporting all this. Okay. So then coming to the types of the cloud, so we have the different type of cloud, 3 to 4 types of clouds we have. One is public cloud. So what is the concept of the public cloud is a vendor is going to keep a cloud and anyone can use that cloud. Okay. So what is that meaning is, so now Amazon is there, Microsoft is there, Google is there. They set up their clouds like Amazon Web Services or Microsoft Azure or Google Cloud Platform. These vendors anyone can use. Maybe initially, like we thought public cloud will rule the market, but most of that market has been acquired by public cloud. Okay, so now, like post-COVID, even public cloud demand has been increasing like anything because it's a very, very cheaper kind of thing and very simple, and the business can focus on the innovation, not on the infrastructure. Previously, the business is focusing more on the infrastructure, applications, all these. That's very, very challenging kind of thing. Okay, but if they use the public cloud, okay, so we have a lot of advantages in the large scale companies also running behind that itself. Okay, so any doubts on this public cloud? Most of the AWS, Azure, GCP technically comes under public itself. Most of the clouds are coming under public cloud itself. We are going to get those. Then what is the concept of the private cloud is, say in the private cloud, an enterprise is going to build the cloud and is exclusive for them itself. Okay, so their employees can access from their home or from the office or from a public, any of the internet center or from any cafe center. Okay, but it's exclusive for their company employees only. But in the public cloud, a company can use, and a small and medium enterprise can use, large scale enterprise can use, government agencies can use, or even an individual also can use. But if you have a private cloud, maybe say suppose we'll discuss JPMC, JP Morgan Chase has set up a private cloud. It's exclusive for the JPMC employees only. But if it is a public cloud, if a AWS kept a public cloud means it's not only for Amazon employees. Anyone in the world can access that Amazon web services. I hope you understand, right, the difference between public and private.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. So which one will have more like a initial investment?
Private.
Private. Definitely, we need to have more investment need to keep for the private cloud. But with the public cloud, I can say it's almost zero. Okay. So with the public cloud, it's almost zero itself. And based on the operation expenses, maybe more with where the operation expenses are more.
Public.
So in the public cloud, operation expenses are more. In the private cloud, even that is also very high because I need to manage a lot of manpower. So that is the reason the market has been decreasing for the market has been decreasing for the private cloud, and that all the market has been increasing for all that market has been increasing for the public cloud. Okay, and we can have a community cloud also. What is the concept of community cloud is maybe a carpooling kind of thing. 4 or 5 companies may build a cloud and they're going to share that. Okay, so that kind of things are called as community. But we don't have community also as of now. What we have in the market today, the public cloud itself, or some companies are going for a hybrid kind of model also. What is a hybrid model is, I'm using the combination of both public and I'm using both the combinations of public and private, sometimes maybe community also. Say 2 or more types if I use, that is called as a hybrid. Say small companies, medium range companies are not looking for hybrid, but a lot of large scale enterprises are looking for hybrid cloud kind of thing. Because some of the infrastructure which they don't want to expose in the cloud, in the public cloud, they want to keep it in, they want to keep it, no, in the private cloud they will keep. Which of the servers they want to keep in the exposing in the internet, they want to keep it in the
Public.
public. That means all the combinations they're going to use. Okay, so both we are going to get like both the public and private kind of things. Okay, so that's also lot of large scale like a banking kind of insurance or maybe like BFSI kind of clients or maybe uh, government agencies. They may using this kind of hybrid model. Okay, so on premises also they will have the cloud, and even in the cloud also, the public cloud also they're going to use. So both the combinations they're going to use, that is called as a hybrid cloud. Okay. So we discussed, right, the advantages. Cost is going to reduce, the scalability is very high, accessibility, okay, say disaster recovery, all these practically possible even in our normal infrastructure also, but we required huge manpower and we require lot of technology, lot of softwares we required. Okay, so that's very expensive kind of thing. So today, enterprises are not going to afford that kind of expensive. Most of them are moving towards the cloud itself. Okay, so that is the reason the demand for the cloud has been increasing day by day. Okay, so those who comes into this cloud, definitely they also going to get the success. So one thing what I can tell is, the cloud and AI are not going to kill the jobs who will adopt to them. But if you don't adopt it, definitely cloud and AI is going to kill the jobs. Okay, so that's the reason going forward, even we need to adopt to cloud, DevOps, automation, AI. That gives the job opportunities for us. If we don't adopt it, definitely like it's one fine day, it is going to like create problems for us. Hence, definitely, even the companies also need to follow that. Even for the like employees also the same thing. Okay. So disadvantages is sometimes we may have the security risk, dependencies, but internet is mandatory for public cloud, not mandatory for the private cloud. And some compliances, but most of the compliances standards now the companies are following. Then we have vendor lock-in. I said right now most of the cloud providers are supporting. If they're not happy with the one vendor, easily we can move to another vendor also. We can move. Okay. Any doubts on this? So definitely we need to check the government guidelines and need to follow those guidelines also for us. Yeah. Any doubts on this?
No.
Okay, so then here the services what we are going to deliver in the like cloud is mainly three things we have. IaaS stands for infrastructure as a service. Second one, PaaS, platform as a service. Third one is SaaS, software as a service. The first service is IaaS, stands for infrastructure as a service. We are going to get uh, we are going to get the infrastructure services like whatever we want, the hardware kind of things. The complete hardware is available from the cloud itself. Okay, so the complete hardware is available from the cloud itself. Okay, so that's maybe hardware or like a storage, networking. Okay, so everything. Okay, so we are going to get it from the cloud itself. Everything we are going to get it from the cloud itself. That's required servers, storage, networking. Okay, so then We no need of a single hardware also in our office, single network cable, storage, everything we are getting from the cloud itself. Okay, so just use it and pay the money. If I use more, I'll pay more money. If I don't use it, I no need to pay the money. Okay, so infrastructure as the service or over the cloud or over the network is available. So this given lot of benefits to the companies because we no need to purchase the hardware. Previously, I used to purchase the servers which are costing me around 5 to 20 lakhs cost servers also we need to purchase. And networking cost is also huge. We require a lot of switches, routers, firewalls, VPNs. All that also the companies used to spend some crores also in the large scale setup. Okay, then storage even like if you go for a SAN kind of device, all these also very expensive kind of infrastructures are available. But if I go for the cloud, I no need of any of these. Okay, I'm getting everything from the cloud or over the internet or over the network. You just use them and pay them money. It's a very simple service, but very powerful service. Infrastructure as a service. Now, even the cloud also, AWS, Azure, GCP, all are the major players providing IaaS kind of services for us. Okay, so in DevOps, we have one more term called IAC, infrastructure as a code, but don't get confused between them. Okay, so then here we are getting virtual machines, so storage like maybe hard disk kind of things, or internet storage, file servers, network components, load balancers, VPNs. All these are very, very expensive, and upfront we need to pay a lot of money for those. Okay, but in the cloud, what is the advantage is? So without having any upfront amount also we can use, and based on the usage itself, we are going to pay the money. Okay. Then we are going to use the platform as a service. What is the meaning of PaaS is? Okay, so in order to deploy our applications, development team has developed those applications. Maybe they written the code, but I need to deploy that code somewhere. I want application servers, I want web servers, I want database kind of things. I want a lot of tools for that. Those are we are calling as the platforms. Okay, I want a lot of app servers, web servers, middlewares, okay, message queues, all this we'll discuss. Okay, so these all ready-made platforms are available. Our deployment also is going to become very simple by using the PaaS kind of services. By using the PaaS kind of services, those also becoming very simple for us. Okay, so even that is also one of the reason we are going to use PaaS. Okay, so then like after the PaaS, like we can have the application frameworks like Java, .NET, PHP. Okay, so these all we are going to deploy our applications, mobile applications, all these also we are going to use the PaaS also. Means as a end user we are using, but the backend, all those have been deployed in the PaaS itself. Then we have a software as a service. So every day you may be using Swiggy, Zomato, all this also is SaaS itself, software as a service. No restaurant owner need to develop those. Okay, so Swiggy itself will is a marketplace kind of thing where everyone can use it, and restaurant owners are paying their amount itself. Or we want SAP kind of ERP. Previously, we need to invest 2 crores to 10 crores to set up a SAP kind of servers. We want SAP basis team, security team, very expensive kind of infrastructure team setup is required. But if I go for a SaaS, it's very simple to manage. Okay, so everything is available in the SaaS that just we are going to use it and we need to pay the money. Okay, so for the software itself, we are going to pay the money. Okay, so now if we discuss this, so now here we have IaaS, PaaS, SaaS. Okay, infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service. Most of the use cases are looks like same, but from which level we are going to start, that depends upon company to company. Okay, some of them will take it from the IaaS level, some of them will start it from PaaS, some of the companies directly use the software itself as the SaaS. Okay, so then here SaaS is dependent upon the PaaS, PaaS is dependent upon the IaaS. Okay, instead of dependency, I can call that as abstraction. What is the word called abstraction is the complexity has been hidden for us. Okay, so we'll take one popular example. Maybe we want to like prepare biryani. Okay, so in the SaaS, what is that is like a ready-made biryani is available. You just order from the restaurant, you just eat it. In the past, like all that maybe like instant biryani or something is available. From that you are going to cook it. But in the IaaS, you are preparing biryani from scratch. Okay, so that means the final output is biryani itself. Okay, so but even in this also, here in these examples, we are going to deploy our applications. But from the infrastructure level, you can start, or from platform level, you can start, or directly you can use those softwares also which are available in the market. Okay, so which are very easy to use, which are very easy to use. SaaS is ready-made. We just need to use it and need to pay the money. But what is the problem is, the customizations may be not available as per my requirements. That is the reason some of the people prefer to go for PaaS, or some of them may go for IaaS also. Okay, so any doubts on this? So now in the cloud, we are getting IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS. Okay, so that is the traditional definition. Lot of services are now available in IaaS. Some of them are available in PaaS. Sorry, lot of services are available in SaaS. SaaS also services are available. But not only these, now we have the categories like AI kind of thing, or business intelligence, or data science, data warehousing. Okay, so DevOps kind of tools. Security kind of tools, SRE kind of tools, monitoring kind of tools. Okay, so then IoT, okay, so blockchain, everything, whatever we have in the IT, like those tools are available now in the cloud. In order to acquire the market, they're going to do all these services also, they're adding. Okay, so that's creating a lot of job opportunities for us also. It's not only the traditional definition, the cloud is categorized mostly into IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS. But now we have vast set of services also under one roof we have in the cloud. Okay. Say here emails or Google Apps kind of thing, CRM, or we have Salesforce is there, Workday is there. Okay. So everything like we have a lot of softwares are coming into SaaS model. Okay, but what is the requirement? Any of these we can choose, depends upon our requirement, but more control is available for us from IaaS wise. Whereas PaaS is like no need to worry about that IaaS, because if I use the PaaS, IaaS layer has been abstracted to me. If I use the SaaS, both PaaS and IaaS abstracted for us. I'll tell one example for abstraction. Everyone are using mobiles or not? We are using mobiles, right? Do you need to maintain mobile towers?
No, sir.
We no need to maintain the mobile tower, right? Who's responsible for that?
Service providers.
Service provider itself is responsible for that. In the same way, Even if I use the SaaS, the backend will have the platforms. Backend to that we have the infrastructure. Backend to that we have the virtualization and the hardware also. But that's you no need to worry. That is the responsibility of the provider itself. That is the responsibility of the provider we need to use. Okay. So any doubts on this? So it depends upon our requirement. We need to choose the right model, whether to start from IaaS, whether to start from PaaS, or directly to use the SaaS also. Most of the enterprises are starting from the IaaS or PaaS. Okay. So we discussed already the advantages of cloud. There are a lot of advantages. Okay. So then almost 33% of the market in the public cloud share has been there with AWS, and 23% of the market, around 13% of the market as GCP has. Okay. So, but
Sir,
we should be flexible for any of those AWS, Azure, GCP, anything we should be flexible. Yeah.
sir, what is GCP?
That's a Google Cloud platform. So after Amazon or Microsoft, the third player which is in the market is GCP, Google Cloud Platform.
Sir.
After that, we have OCI, Oracle Cloud Platform. And IBM Cloud also is there in the market. Then in China, we have Ali Cloud. So these are all the different players we have in the market in the public cloud. So leader in this is AWS is the leader. After that, Azure. But we should be flexible for anything. We shouldn't stick only to AWS, Azure, not like that. If you learn one or two public cloud services, any cloud almost looks like similar kind of thing. Okay. So that is the reason we are going to use like a multi cloud. We are going to keep it. And if you go for the Netflix or Swiggy or Big Basket, Geo Hotstar, okay, all having the huge client base, right? Okay, say everyone are going to use the AWS or Azure itself. So you may get a doubt which cloud we need to learn. Okay, so as of now, like if you go for this, like most of the companies are looking for multi-cloud kind of thing itself. Why we are getting more success is we implemented a multi-cloud kind of approach, and most of the clients also, 80% of the clients also is looking for the engineers who is having multi-cloud kind of technologies. So we need to have two or three clouds. No need to be expert in both the things, but we should be flexible to work with the multi-cloud because they can't take multiple resources for the profile. Okay. And if you learn, say suppose if you go to a driving school, they don't teach all the car models in the world, right? If you learn one car model, can you drive others also or not? While driving a new model, definitely will have some problem for 3 days to 1 week, but that's manageable. That's not a big issue. Okay. Yeah. Any doubts on this? So here, most of the companies are looking for. Okay, say even you will get a good like a 15 to 20% additionally will get more income, more growth also is there. So that's the reason. Like, what is the main like reason we are getting the success is we have implemented multi-cloud and DevOps kind of strategies. Lot of people asking me like train only AWS admin or only Azure admin. I never encourage that kind of people because it's not easy to get the success with that kind of thing. I'm expert in the infra side, but only that admin kind of part, if I train, there is no use. Definitely, we need to add DevOps kind of skills. All these we need to add. Okay. So definitely till you get the job, we are going to help you. Okay. So we'll provide training and we'll share the videos and most of them more real-time kind of scenarios we are going to keep. And I'll take the help of other instructors also. They will also guide you their real-time scenarios, all those. Okay, so it depends upon your challenges, gaps, or PF issues. For all those, I'll try to give the best solution. And I'm very strong in the resume preparation for interviews also. Will support certification after you got the job. Keep one goal in a year. Definitely, you need to finish minimum 2 certifications. You need to finish. As of now, with the certifications, I don't tell you will get the job, but going forward, definitely certifications also are more advantage. Okay, so we have a lot of people, more than 5,000 plus placements we have done. Why we are always getting the success is always I'll choose the right technology. Okay, so I'll choose the right technology and I don't encourage legacy technologies. Even I'm expert in legacy technologies. I don't suggest to go for those. Always better to choose the latest technologies and maintain the industry standard, have multi-cloud and DevOps, then with some scripting expertise, 100% we are going to get the success, no doubt about that. Okay, because I don't believe myself, I believe more in the technology itself.
So this kind of project you are like taken like healthcare domain or like BFSI domain or
I didn't get
telecom.
you. Can you tell me again?
So just I'm asking. So which kind of projects you are like sharing with the knowledge with us, like BFSI domain or like telecommunication domain or like ERP domain or healthcare domain?
No, no, that is depends because we are not going only for one particular client, right?
Yeah.
And this is not relevant to domain kind of expertise. Some compliances and infra rules may be changes. If it is maybe testing, this domain will play vital role.
Okay.
That's not that much, 5 to 10% itself, domain will play the role.
So that time we know about the introduction about that particular platform or particular domain,
And
right?
that's infrastructure, those all important for us, not the domain.
Okay.
Okay? Yeah, someone raise the hand.
Yeah, this is Sakti here.
Yeah, tell me, Shakti.
Yeah, second, like after the course, is there any mock like to clear the certification?
Certifications, I'll share the reference. They will provide the proxy if you want.
Like is there any practice we'll do online or
No,
like
no, that is we are not providing. For the job oriented, we are providing, not for the certification kind of way.
So what's the
okay,
price of that particular certification?
That depends. There are hundreds of certifications we have. You can start
Okay.
with the solution architect.
Okay.
Certification, I suggest after getting job or if your company is sponsor, you can do it.
Okay.
Because with the certification, I'm sure job won't come.
Okay.
But we have tie up with 3 to 4 promotric centers. They will help you and guide you.
Okay.
This is more job oriented course. So one certification concepts easily we can cover, but that doesn't give the job for us.
Okay.
so like are you going to cover like this Kubernetes Docker?
Yes, yes, Kubernetes, all those we are covering in depth.
Okay, and for CI/CD pipeline,
We'll cover GitHub Actions and Jenkins, Azure pipelines.
GitHub Action.
Because now
Okay,
the market is good for GitHub Actions.
yeah, yeah.
Say for that, what you need to do is you also should have some responsibility.
Okay.
I'll share you Jenkins previous videos. If you gone through that, I can focus more on GitHub Actions.
Mm-hmm.
Because even time also constraint, right? I can't promise everything as it's a demo kind of thing.
Okay, let's say we have some Spring Boot application, Spring Boot microservices.
Yes, yes.
Are you going to explain on those,
Yes,
like
sir, that
how?
deployment will make it deploy to Kubernetes. All those people already done last 4 to 5 years back itself.
Okay,
That's I'm guiding you how to do it. I'll prepare like that for you.
okay.
So
Like in
that's
that.
already people did all these scenarios 5 to 6
Mhm.
years back itself in our training.
Okay. So there will be in Spring Boot microservice. You will
Yes, yes,
give some
we'll
example, right?
deploy. Yes, yes, maybe any sample good app.
Uh,
Through Jenkins, they deployed even to EKS cluster, AKS clusters, GKE. All these end-to-end they have done.
okay.
So, but your efforts also is one of the matter, right? If you don't have the interest to do that, it's not possible.
So it's kind of like let's say the one of the disadvantages in microservice, like tracking down the bugs and all. Okay, so if you'll register those things into like any open search, okay, in in AKS
No,
platform,
no,
like
we have Prometheus and Grafana we are teaching.
okay,
Prometheus and Grafana and ELK stack.
yeah, ELK stack is there, right? So in
Yes, yes.
open source we can there is open search is there, like we can
Yeah,
search.
OpenSearch is AWS solution, but we have ELK stack well deployed.
Okay, and any scope for New Relic?
Yeah, yeah. New Relic will.
Are you covering that one?
No, no. There are hundreds of tools.
So
Datadog will basics we can cover because again, if I go for this,
mhm,
for each tool itself, it takes 4 to 5 days, right? Practically, like I'll make you to manage all these. If you know one to two tools, okay. So people are managing New Relic, Datadog in their jobs, they're managing.
mhm.
That kind of skill I'm giving for you at end of the course. Whatever the tools in the market, I can't teach you in the 3 months of time, right?
Yes, yes, yeah.
That's how you can do it. I'll prepare you like that.
Okay, this
But for that,
prompt.
definitely you need to also have the interest to do that.
Okay, these are all observability platform, right?
Yes, yes, there
This
are
is
there are hundreds of tools are coming.
mhm.
Datadog is there. Lot of tools are coming. If you
Happy?
if you learn one tool, other things are manageable.
Okay,
But expecting from the each and say suppose a new car model came again, I want to go to driving institute means you will be in the driving institute only.
okay,
That's manageable, I'm telling. That kind of attitude will build for you. If I spoon feed everything, there is no use. So New Relic is a small agent we need to run that will report everything to the SaaS base.
yes,
That's
yes,
nothing in that. That's manageable. Okay. So that at end of the course, everyone should able to do that. Otherwise, we can't survive in the job, right?
yeah,
Because every day we can't be in the institute only to learn the things. How to do that, we need to learn by end of the course. That is the main motive of this course. Okay. And practicality also, I need to consider time, duration, budget. Everything is also need to consider, right?
yeah.
Because already we have vast content we are covering compared to others.
Okay,
And I don't have 3 to 4 years of time, right, to cover all this. And everyone we have place are keeping 4 to 5 years of expertise. They're surviving also. Okay.
okay,
That depends on them also. But 95% to 98%, I have success record in that.
mhm.
Whether they're struggling means there would be little struggle initial days, but it's manageable.
Okay.
that kind of attitude, if we don't build, we don't get success in IT as of now. Okay.
Yeah.
So not only here, everyone maybe outside may tell everything, they may say yes in the demos. But I need to see my practicality also. I need to check it, right? Time, duration, budget also for all the multi-cloud, all these 15K, no one will charge.
So,
Okay.
so initially we'll start with like what, like
With
AWS or
AWS will start.
okay,
So because once we got the instances, all that, parallelly we'll start with the Linux and DevOps also.
okay, the Kubernetes, Docker, and all, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
The Terraform also in depth will cover. Lot of people got success, even Terraform also I covered to get 3 to 4 years of expertise.
Okay.
Okay, so everyone should have that interest, need to learn lot of things, then this will work out. Everything someone will do means no one will do for you. Okay, so that kind of attitude we are learning, with that we'll get the success. Okay, so because only if I satisfy in the demo, there is no use, right?
Yeah.
So next every day also you should get the good things, and you also responsible to get some things. If you're not able to do the things or not able to practice, then it doesn't work out. Okay, so those who are very interested, those who are like looking for the technology job and who can practice more, this is the very right platform. Okay, 100% we are going to get the success, no doubt about that. Okay, so because I have only 10 to 15 members, remaining all we got the placements. Or people are not showing the interest. I don't care them. Because people also should have that interest and uh, like zeal to learn the things. Then we can support the right people. By supporting the wrong person, always is the problem itself. Okay. So those who have the interest, this is the right platform. 100% we are going to get the success. Till you get the job, I'll definitely support you. Okay. Yeah. Any other doubts?
Sir, for scripting language is
Yeah,
we need to learn
Python will
Python or
teach you. Python is
yeah,
there.
shell script, sir.
We can skip in, say there are again Python, Bash, PowerShell. Okay. So
Okay,
we can tell one tool we can tell.
okay, sir.
The Python we have most of the companies now asking Python. Basics of shell or Bash also will cover.
Uh-huh.
So every day I'll attend 5 to 10 interview calls. I'll attend. I know what exactly market is asking.
For practice purpose, we install any software, sir.
No need. Everything will get it from the cloud. That's the reason I'm starting from AWS. So from the cloud, everything, whatever you want, you can get it, and on that itself, we can practice.
DevOps also
Yes, yes. On the
possible
AWS,
to
we can
work.
practice. Yes, yes.
Okay, DevOps is a programming. How can handle the
It's not a programming.
okay,
It's a developer. It's not a developer job role.
okay,
It's an admin background guy job role today to do the automation. Okay,
okay.
it's not a
No need
programming kind of
to.
thing.
Okay,
I'll
all
tell
things are
one.
known.
I'll tell one thing. It's not complex than eighth class maths.
Okay,
But what is the problem here is the people have that kind of mindset. It's challenging kind of thing. I hope everyone pass 8th class maths, right?
Yes, yes.
That same, not complex more than that. We have rigidness in our mind that we need to overcome. That's going to give the success for you. Okay. I can suggest you lot of tools which doesn't have coding, I can tell, but job won't come with that. Then what is the use, you tell me? So I can also train lot of tools without having the coding, but it doesn't give the job for us.
Yes,
We need to take some complex, but that complexity, I'm sure it's not complex than 8th class maths or 8th class physics also. Okay, so it's very simple, very interesting, and it gives the success also for us. Some complex we need to take. Okay, so without having this like a scripting, there are no IT jobs in the market as of now. Even if you go for any tool, people are expecting automation. Institutes
yes, sir.
doesn't tell that because people won't join. Okay, by telling the lies, I don't want the people to join. We should have a clear idea what we are going to do in the next 90 days.
Okay.
Okay, so nothing complex. Say suppose I'll tell one example.
It
If you go
is
for it,
the course enough for the
yes,
three
yes,
months
that is
for
enough.
4 years.
We have more than 1,500 to 2,000 people are placed and they're successfully they're growing in their career also. Not one to two
Okay.
use
It is
cases.
handled to
It's a
real
handled.
time.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
yes.
It's a. Yeah, I'm 100% sure about that. We don't have only one or two placements.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
will Python be covered in
Yes, yes. Python
details?
is
Like
also covered. Yeah. I'll
in
tell one use
details, like
case.
I am very new to means I don't have any concept.
Yes, yes. No, don't worry about that. Python, what it required for a DevOps engineer, we are covering. Python can be used for vast use cases. For the cloud and DevOps, what it required, we are covering.
Okay, if we don't have any prior knowledge, also it's okay.
Yes, yes. No one will have the prior knowledge. Most of the people like who joined here also doesn't have. Maybe they may have infra background that's, but they don't have scripting wise. No, say I said right. It's 8th class complexity. Nothing more than that. You don't worry about that. Only mindset has been need to change. Okay. So you change your mindset that is rigid kind of thing or that is tough kind of thing. That you change your mindset, we are going to get very good success. Today, if I go for a testing kind of course also, they required Java developer kind of coding expertise is required for testing jobs today. You go for a Windows Server admin, they want PowerShell automation more. Means today no IT jobs without having the scripting. Institutes doesn't tell you that, they will tell no need, but that is not correct one. I'll tell one thing. If I say no to Python in interview, you forget about that interview. Even in the Windows also, if I say no to PowerShell, that interview is gone. They don't expect wonders. And with the help of ChatGPT or AI, nowadays coding or scripting is not at all a big issue. You just need to give the right prompt, that's it. By using that, scripting or coding is very easy for us nowadays to manage. Even in the real time also, we can use those tools and everything we can do without writing a single code also by own. Okay. Any other doubts?
So this course will be 3 months or will
3
be
months. 3
trying.
months.
So after that, we will be trying for any interviews.
Yes, yes. From day one, it would be covered from the interview perspective itself.
No, like for trying for placement.
Yeah, that's you spoke with Akila.
Okay.
Any technical related, you can ask me.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, sure. So tomorrow I'll explain DevOps, what is DevOps, all this. Today I didn't cover.
Yeah.
One last question, sir. What type of roles are there?
Yeah. So that's I'm sorry, I forgot to ask. I'll tell that. So now here we should be responsible for cloud engineer or cloud admin kind of role. Okay. So then we have cloud architect, then SRE, okay, site reliability engineer, then DevOps engineer, okay, security, okay, so then data engineer, developer. Except developer and data engineer, we should be open for anything. Okay, so developer job role we can't do. Data engineering also little tough, but remaining all we can manage. Okay, so security, DevOps engineer, SRE, cloud architect, cloud engineer, or cloud admin kind of job roles, all these we are eligible for this. Okay.
Second, let's actually I have 10 plus experience in
Yeah.
in programming, like Java.
Programming means which tool?
In Java, actually, I'm doing is
Okay.
Spring Boot microservice and all.
Okay.
So if I will go for any Intune, right? So
Yeah.
it will be kind of full stack for me, right? Like Java and plus the cloud. So you will guide me, okay? Like
Yes, I'll guide.
into point of like
Yes.
how
With this
will
course, even recently, one guy, he came from Dubai. He got almost 36 lakhs package in India.
okay.
Okay. They definitely would be every day messaging me like, thanks, this helped me, this helped me. It's not in one day. I'm not going to share you. It's a continuous process.
Mhm.
By taking 1 hour class, you don't get that. Okay. So by attending all these things, you will get that expertise and you will able to manage that. Okay. So
And sir,
tomorrow,
for the hands-on, like how we will practice, will there be
yeah, that's the
any?
reason we are taking cloud, right? Everyone take a cloud account.
Okay.
In that we can practice end to end, we can practice. That's no issues. Okay.
The cloud